What's going on, my fellow ectomorphs? In this video, I'm going to show you how I put over 60 pounds on my body in 3 years of training.
Damn, son!
So my quick tip to you guys has to do with this. This little bad boy is a secret that has helped me put over 60 pounds on my body in 3 years. It started off like this. I put on 30 pounds my first year of training. I put on 20 pounds my second year of training. And in my last year of training, I put on over 10 pounds on my body. So obviously this journal doesn't possess any anabolic properties and it hasn't directly helped me build more muscle. But what it has done is it has taught me the vital lesson of progressive overload. So like most people, when I started working out, I would go in there and it was just haphazard. I would grab a dumbbell, do a curl, I would do some machines, I would do some tricep pushdowns. There was really no rhyme or reason to my training and I was never progressing on the essential lifts. And like most of us, I watched hundreds of YouTube videos about different splits and what's the best split and how should I design my workout routine. But the reality of it is that was all bullshit. None of that helped me. And in fact, I still think that our split plays very little in the role of building more muscle on our body. So for the guys out there who don't know what progressive overload is, here's a little snippet. The form of progressive overload that we're concerned with in this video is through the use of increasing our weights. So the question still remains, how did this help me progress on my key lifts?
Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
Essentially, this was my formula. After every single workout, I would write down the exact routine that I did. So I'd write down the compound movement, what weight I was using, how many reps I did, and how many sets I did for that movement. I would compile this information for 2 weeks straight. After 2 weeks, I would come back and I would review all the data that I had created. From there, I would plan my following workout routine based on this information. So this is how it looked in practice. Let's say for 2 weeks, I'd been benching 135 for those 2 weeks. All I could do was 135 on the bench. Once I was designing my workout routine for that coming week, I would take that information and I would say, okay, for the following week, I'm going to use a 2.5 pound plate on each side, which would bump me up to 140, right? So I'm going to be adding 5 pounds in total. And that would be my main goal for that week, would be to do 140 pounds on the bench. And I would apply the same principle to all my lifts, whether I was adding a 2.5 pound plate or if my strength had increased to the point where I could add a 10 pound plate, it didn't matter. But my key focus was just slowly progressing on each of these lifts. And that's when I had the aha moment. It seemed like within a 4-month period, my body literally changed before my eyes. It went from the point to where I was a skinny little stick to the point where people were coming up to me and asking me if I had been taking drugs or if I was on steroids or anything along those lines, simply because the transformation that I made was so drastic. I think one of the main attributes to that fact was that I was progressively overloading on the most important lifts, which are the compound lifts. So my advice to you guys is to get some kind of journaling system down and use this 2-week formula. And so what you want to do is every time you work out, compile all of your workout information, the kind of weight that you're moving, what exercise it was, the reps, the sets, all that good stuff. Compile that down, and after 2 weeks, you want to assess that information and see if you can progressively overload on those lifts simply by just using weight. Well, I hope this video wasn't too long, but I really wanted to get this message out there because this has made one of the biggest differences in my training and has helped me so much. If you guys have any questions, please just drop them down below. Remember, I am here to help you guys. That's why I love making these videos. It's because I simply want to help people that were in the same shoes that I was when I first started working out. And just remember, it is absolutely possible to make incredible transformations. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Take care, peeps.